Hello everyone. Kapag ang isang pollution control officer natapos na ng kanyang basic training course for pollution control officer, gumagawa kadalasan ng re-entry plan. Di naman yan mandatory pero yung plan na yan nagbibigay ng outline measures to address yung environmental concern. Siyempre, after ng training, natutunan mo ito yung mga requirements, legal and statutory requirements. Pwedeng gagawa ka ngayon ng plan para ma-strategize, ma-outline yung mga gagawin pagbalik ng workplace. Lalong-lalo just to ensure compliance with environmental laws na ini-implement on a nationwide scale. So kapag tapos na sa training, i-execute mo na lang yung commitment na yon, yung nilagay mo sa inyong re-entry plan. May mga ginagawa ang isang PCO after ng training. So hindi siya after ng training tapos na. Mas may mga ginagawa pa nga. PCO or the Pollution Control Officer will focus on pollution control issues and mitigating measures and other relevant activities that will help the company complies with the requirements of major environmental laws. Meron ako ditong 24 na pwedeng gawin ng isang pollution control officer after ng training. Number one, apply for PCO accreditation to EMB Regional Office. Dapat after ng training, meron ka ngayong desire na mag-submit nito ng iyong PCO accreditation. Pangalawa, dapat mag-secure ng wastewater discharge permit. Probably bago mag-training, hindi alam na kailangan pala ito. Kailangan ngayon isama sa kanyang plano pagbalik ng trabaho yung pag-apply ng discharge permit. May mga generator set kadalasan ang mga establishment. So, dahil meron kang air pollution source installation, mag-apply ka ng permit to transport, permit to operate, rather. And based on Dow 2013-22, natutunan ng isang PCO na kailangan mag-register as a hazardous waste generator. At kapag nag-register ka, magkakaroon ka ng DENR ID number na magagamit mo sa mga online transaction with EMB sa pag-secure ng permit to transport. Maganda rin na nag-develop at ini-implement ang isang environmental management plan at kadalasan sa mga mayroong environmental compliance certificate, kalakip na lagi ang pag-develop at pag-implement ng environmental management plan. At kapatid na rin ang pag-develop at pag-implement ng environmental monitoring plan. Samantalang may mga establishments na mayroong mga storage, usage, handling of chemicals and or hazardous waste. Kailangan mag-develop ng emergency and contingency plan in compliance with Chapter 8 of Dow 2013-22. So, kailangan kasama yan sa planong pagbalik gagawin. Minsan nakakalimutan ang to construct materials recovery facility. Isang storage area which includes storage for recyclable, for biodegradable or compostable, for residual, and for special waste or hazardous waste. Kaya lang, usually pagka materials recovery facility, ano yung mga materials na merong energy na kailangang i-recover from the waste stream. So to the point na yung residual waste, yun na lang ang i-dispose. Yung ibang energy can be used as an additional source of income for the company or kung ano bang secondary purposes. So, kailangan merong temporary storage ng solid waste before collection. Otherwise, magkakaroon ng sanitation issues. So, we need also to construct a wastewater treatment plant, collaborate with LGU for environmental programs and projects, coordinate and enter into agreement with EMB accredited transporter and TSD facility, and conduct effluent sampling in coordination with EMB accredited environmental laboratory. And the rest, yung pong kailangan gawin pa, ah sabi ko nga 24 ito, pwede po itong pag-isipan ng isang PCO. So I hope you have learned something about what will you do after the Pollution Control Officer training. Maraming maraming salamat for listening, and if you want to know more about environmental compliance, please subscribe to this channel. Please share and like this video. Salamat po at God bless us all.